Apple slashes price, Apple slashes price, Apple slashes price. This headline has been popping up a lot lately. Is Apple in trouble because of fierce competition from local Chinese brands? Hey there, I'm Jun, a researcher from Dxpert. Apple is cutting prices on selected iPhone models in China, once again aiming to boost sales and strengthen its position in the highly competitive market. They are offering discounts of up to 2,300 yuan or $318 on their official Tmall site and similar discounts on JD.com, another major e-commerce platform. These promotions will run for 8 days from May 20 to May 28. These discounts are significantly higher than those Apple offered earlier this year. In January, Apple begins with discounts of up to 500 yuan or $70 on its iPhones in China, marking the first price cuts on new models in years. By February, Apple reseller had reduced the price of iPhone 15 models by as much as $180. At first glance, it might seem like Apple is struggling to compete with rivals like Huawei Technologies, Vivo, and Xiaomi. While it may not be wrong, but what's really happening? What is Tim Cook cooking up this time? Before we get into it, besides being Apple's primary location for manufacturing and assembly, the Greater China region accounts for about 18% of the company's sales, which have grown by an average of 22% annually over the past 3 years. Revenue from this area is crucial for Apple's growth, given the large population and steady rise in per capita income. Apple's market share of the smartphone install base in China is only 20% compared to 42% in the US. As the region's middle class become more affluent, Apple is well positioned to gain market share as consumers upgrade from lower-end Android phones. Now, actually, Apple's recent price cuts in iPhones in China aren't surprising given the intense competition in the region and the market significance for the company's sales growth. It's believed that the distribution channels might have excess inventories of iPhone 15 models, which could become less attractive in the fall when Apple introduces more AI capabilities into their next model, most likely during WWDC, which is only 2 weeks away. Despite iPhone's shrinking market share in China, Bloomberg's survey indicates a potential stabilization. The survey shows that Apple is making a comeback as Chinese consumers' favorite smartphone brand after being overtaken by Huawei in November. This shift in user interest could be driven by the premiumization trend in China and consumers' fatigue from long wait times for Huawei's premium models. More than half of the survey respondents are willing to spend over 4,000 yuan or $550 on their next phone, compared to just 33% who currently use premium handsets. Based on estimates, iPhone sales are likely to continue slowing in this quarter, but are expected to pick up again after WWDC towards the end of the year. However, what's convincing is that Apple services segment will continue to grow. The company's ability to shift its revenue mix to services could be the most crucial long-term driver of sales and margin expansion, while stock buybacks may support the bottom line amid weaker consumer spending. Services, which account for 24% of sales, have gross profitability roughly double that of products, emphasizing services could help maintain an operating margin above 30% in the short to medium term. Double-digit growth in services, especially in advertising, might drive total sales gains to the mid to high single digits over the next 3 to 5 years. However, there are near-term risks to the segment, such as uncertainty around App Store fees pressure and licensing revenue. I'll provide an update on Apple again after WWDC. Hopefully, they will impress us with some exciting new software and hardware launches. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have gained insights from today's video. Everything I've shared are information that I've picked up and learned, sprinkled with a bit of my own takes on things. When it comes to trading or investing, do your own due diligence and be mindful of the risk. If you find this video helpful for your research, please subscribe, share, and like it. Quickly access to all our channels by scanning the QR code. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.